Hey guys, welcome to training vlog, DailY VYEE number 6. Check out where I am right now. Here. Couldn't ask for a better place. Those who don't know, this is like a daily video blog. My name is Jason Yee. I'm a professional hockey player, kinesiologist, the founder of Train 2.0, and I'm just documenting the journey, just having fun, sharing what it's like being a hockey coach, the things that I'm doing, the things that I'm thinking about, and where I'm at. So last night I just posted the video from yesterday, but last night did the dangle by design in a 3-on-3 setting, so a more unpredictable setting, to see how the mechanics were going. I was finding that kind of in tight, especially my backhand, wasn't quite happy with how comfortable it was feeling moving from side to side. And one of my kind of philosophies is feel your body learning, which is the idea that you should listen to coaches, what they say, you should watch NHLers and what they do, and you should attempt to mimic it, but when you feel the magic mechanics, you can't unfeel it. So what I mean by that is it feels so good and so easy and so effortless that it felt so good, and you literally can't unfeel it. You felt it once, so now you know the target to aim for. And so it just wasn't feeling good on my backhand. And so now it's about, for me, wasn't really a natural player that learned it from a really young age, so now it's down to research and figuring out how does the puck move on the blade, especially on the backhand, where the hand's positioned, how does that all relate to the stick, that kind of thing. And so what's interesting is we're using the Accelerate system with the kids, and I only have my right thumbprint working for it. So we're using the Accelerate system, as you guys know, which I use a lot. That's what it is there. There's a Matthews shot going at it. Okay, and it was interesting because this morning we were working with a group of international players, and some players were able to leverage the technology and other players weren't. So when I think of learning, I think there's kind of like two ways to learn. There is getting coached and having someone tell you how to do every single step, or there's figuring it out yourself. And what was interesting was we spent some time working on shooting and dangling, and there was a few players who just watched the video and just literally learned it. Like they watched themselves, they compared it, they figured out how to leverage the technology, and they just figured out how to learn the movement. And then there was a group that literally just couldn't, like they had to be told exactly what to do, and it was split roughly in half. And so when I think of kind of learning, and you think that it's either one or the other, you either get taught or you figure it out yourself. If you're in the get taught group and your coach is no good, you're hooped. If your coach is great, or whoever's teaching you is great, you're okay, right? But then you're really leaving it up to something that's out of your control. So learning how to learn is the meta skill, is a talent that is extremely, extremely valuable. And the reason that you can really leverage it today, and I know I keep repeating myself, but I may as well, but the reason you can leverage it today more than ever is because of technology. You can, if you're in the group of people who can figure it out, now there's really no limits, because you're not limited to your experiences around you. You can go into Google, type GOOGLE, right, and hit search and start to figure it out yourself. You can watch NHL video, compare it to yourself, and then begin. So figuring out how to learn is a really, really big thing, and that's kind of the process that I'm going through right now. And I think a lot of players who are naturals look at what I do and maybe don't understand it because they say, well, just do it. And I get that. I empathize because the things that I can do naturally, I get frustrated when people are like, oh, I can't do it, teach me how. And I get it. And the interesting thing is, like, I'd love to know what you suggest. Like, how do I figure it out? Really interested, fascinated, in fact, with this journey and process. So, something to think about as you're going about your journey. Are you a figure it out guy or girl, or are you a get taught guy or girl? And how can you sharpen your sword of being a do-it-yourself kind of player or person, and how can you apply that to everyday life? And if you're so good at that like it literally comes natural to you, I'd love to hear your process. I'd love to hear what things happen to make that a reality for you. Love to hear that, and really help others who don't have that gift. So thank you very much for joining me today, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video.